There is a message from the IBF as they confirm that Daniel Dubois will be the mandatory challenger for the IBF, but they haven't decided if they're going to strip Oleksandr Usyk as of yet. So that means that Oleksandr Usyk is still, to this day, the undisputed heavyweight champion. Okay, and we know about the talks between Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, Turki Al-Sheikh, Anthony Joshua, and Daniel Dubois. That fight looks like it's the fight to happen, the Wembley fight to happen. For many reasons, this fight could make sense. I think, if anything, what the IBF done was absolutely nothing based on what is expected of them to do. I just think they announced it, which, okay, that's fine and dandy, but at the same time, if Filip Hrgović was the mandatory IBF, right, and then he gets beat by Daniel Dubois, it's directly past to Daniel Dubois. You know, for them having to say that, well, and saying, oh, well, we haven't decided anything on Usyk means absolutely nothing. So the IBF is just stating the obvious. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, Daniel Dubois is the mandatory. Okay, he's the interim IBF champion. Duh. You know, what's going to happen with Usyk? Is Joshua and Daniel, are they going to fight for that? They don't know. So you're telling us something that we already know, is that we don't know, and you guys are undecided. You know, so my counterpunch to this news is come back with something concrete that we don't know. You know what I mean? Because all we know about Danny Dubois and Anthony Joshua is they don't have to worry about money because the money is being backed from a foreign source, which is His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh's wallet. Okay, that's all we really know. So the Wembley bout doesn't have to worry about how many ticket sales, how does it do worldwide, illegal streams. The fighters are not worried about any of that because the fight is being put up by Turki Al-Sheikh. So the networks, you know, they'll do what they're going to do. But Turki Al-Sheikh, as far as the promoters, as far as the fighters, they're being pacified with more and more and more money. Okay, because, you know, that's really all said and done. And that just goes to show you, the better you pay your fighters, the more fights get made. If you think about it. A lot of times the promoters, they put up such a hassle and uproar over networks because the networks pressure the promotional companies because they expect a certain amount of return on their profit, right? And if they don't think they'll get it, that's why a lot of fights don't happen. Investment, return on your investment. I knew I was gonna, just woke up. But anyway, so I'm thinking, since Turkey's putting up all this money, now everyone's quick to do stuff because he's like, hey, I'll give him this, I'll give him that, and let's have this fight, and that's a fact. Bars. So I think that I think the IBF are getting into a position to strip Oleksandr Usyk. There you go. That's all that's the only thing that I can extract from this comment, because other than that, I'm like, okay, we already know Daniel Dubois took the belt. You know, why wouldn't he be awarded the belt if he beat Filip Hrgović? They stopped the fight. You know, he becomes in the position where Filip Hrgović was. You know, unless you're the WBC and the franchise crap. So, you know, that's a totally different issue. I don't even think they have that anymore. You know what I mean? I think he done away with that, you know, because, you know, I think he's trying to push that Bridgerweight idea pretty much so with him on his sanctioning body end. But other than that, man, I do think that Oleksandr Usyk, I think they will, big as this fight will become, the closer this fight comes to fruition, with Turkey Al-Sheikh meets with Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren later this month, and that fight gets made, I guarantee you guys, and remember this video, okay, that IBF will then strip Usyk. That's my prediction. You guys tell me what you think about the IBF confirming Daniel Dubois as the mandatory challenger for the IBF crown. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.